What's going on, guys? Coach Joe here at the Lions Den, and the last video I had put out was tips for increasing your shoulder press, specifically the strict press. So today what I figured I'd do is go over my favorite exercises for just building strength in the legs and in the squat. So what I'm gonna do is just go over my 5 top favorite accessory movements that have helped me really increase my squat over time from my experience with Olympic lifting, strongman, and just regular powerlifting movements. So let's dive into it. So right off the bat, what I want to address is that you need to be squatting. Okay, so when I first started training, I was obsessed with doing things like bicep curls and bodybuilding movements. When I got my first personal trainer, the first thing that he had me doing were back squats. I was back squatting actually 3 times a week at that time, and I thought that it was stupid and I didn't like it. However, I'm grateful for it now. And the reason I say that is because you want to be building the base and the foundation. So make sure that you are squatting, whether it's back squats or front squats, box squats, whatever. It needs to be in your program. I would say minimally 2 times a week. And if you're just beginning, even 3 times a week. So definitely get on to a squatting variation consistently in your program. Now, once you've been squatting consistently for a good amount of time, you're gonna be adding in accessory movements. Now, the main point of accessory movements is to strengthen the main movement. So we're just gonna use the back squat for today, and what I'm gonna do is cover my top favorite exercises. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 for me, coming from an Olympic lifting background, has to be the front squat. And I love doing the front squat because it teaches you how to properly brace. Now, if you're not bracing correctly in the front squat, which will increase your core strength, you're gonna dump the bar forward. So that's one reason I like it. The other reason I like it is because it strengthens your posterior chain as well as getting your quads super strong. The biggest issue that I get often in the comment section is front rack mobility for a front squat. So what I'm gonna do is just link something right up here to help you with your front rack mobility. Do that, and I guarantee you over time, if you keep up with those stretches and drills, you will have a better front rack and be able to get into a comfortable front squat position. My second favorite accessory movement for building the squat or overall leg strength has to be lunge variations. My favorite personally is to do barbell lunges, whether that's in the front or the back rack. If you can't do that, do dumbbell at least. This is a great unilateral movement. You're definitely gonna feel this more in your glutes, okay, as well as even your hamstrings and your quads. But I do like this because it does help with muscular imbalances. So if you have some imbalances going on, definitely throw these in, okay? You can push them very heavy for lots of volume, or you can do heavier working sets, but they're just an overall great movement that should be in your program, no doubt about it. Number 3 on my list is one step further from the lunge, and that's the Bulgarian split squat. Now, I've seen people do these with barbells. You can do them with dumbbells or even with body weight. And the reason I like doing these on top of the lunges is because of the extra stretch you get in the muscle from being in that position. Number 4 is very new to me. However, I just had to put it in my top 5 list. As you guys know, I've been getting programmed by Alan Thrall, and I'm part of the barbell medicine team. And what he's been putting in my programming a lot has been tempo squatting. So a typical example would be 3-0-3. So that's a 3 count down, and don't do it 1 second. You're gonna do 1 1,000 or 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So it's not just 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna go down with that, no pause in the bottom, and then come up for a 3 count. Now, the reason I fell in love with these so much is because it definitely helps you work on those weak spots in your lift, and you're definitely gonna feel it in the squat as you go down or come up. The other thing that's good about this is the barbell won't lie to you. So if you're having an issue, okay, with a sticky spot in the lift, you're gonna feel that, and that's what you're gonna have to push through and get better and stronger over time. So the weight will be a limiting factor depending on your weak areas, but this is something that I really think is going to help me increase the sticky spots in my squat, primarily on the way up, getting stuck midway up by focusing on these tempos. Now, you can play around with the tempo, but overall, it's just a great movement you should be incorporating into your leg programming. To piggyback a little side note off of what I had just said, another great thing to incorporate is pin pressing. So setting up the rack or the safety bars wherever you're having a weak issue and working from a dead stop or a pause. That is definitely gonna help over time get you out of those weak areas and strengthen them so you can become stronger. So as you guys know, I had transitioned into strongman lately, and that's gonna be where my last 2, I wanna say, exercises are tied for 5th place. So overall, what has really helped me from strongman training to increase my leg strength, endurance, size, okay, which has helped carry over to all my other movements, has been doing yoke carries or yoke walks, because there's no other time where I've had that much weight or load on top of me pressing down, which really helps the legs have to get stronger. Other than that, it has to be the car deadlift. Now, the car deadlift is something I was so bad at, but I've gotten a lot better at it, and I've really realized that it's almost the equivalent of using a leg press, but I like the feeling of it a lot more, and over time that has definitely worked on strengthening my quads as well as my hips. My hips have gotten so much stronger, which will turn over in strongman events as well as doing my squats. So there you guys have it. Those are my top 5 leg accessory movements that have helped overall leg strength and squat development over time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. These are what have worked for me personally. I know everybody else has different opinions on what works for you. So if you do, comment your favorite down in the bottom. And if I haven't tried them out, I'm gonna probably throw them into my training and just see how we do. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, like, share with your friends. I really appreciate all your support, guys, and I couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much. Lastly, guys, closing out, the Mad Dog Melba shirts are 100% gonna happen. So I have the design and the whole thing figured out. However, I do wanna do pre-orders so I can get everybody's size figured out. So if you do want one, please make sure to email me, okay, or drop a comment below so I can get all that figured out. On top of that, in the future, I got a lot of cool collaborations going down. I'm actually talking with the underground strength coach, Zach Evanesh, who is a huge mentor and influencer to me, and as well as so many other people out there. So I'm really pumped about that, and that'll be out shortly, as well as a Q&A that I did with Mark Novak, and I'm gonna be getting on with the barbell medicine team in the future as well. So stay tuned for tons of great content. All right, make sure you're clicking on the notification button so you get a bing and a pop-up on your phone so that you can tune in and be the first and comment first on all the videos, because I love that and I comment back to everybody. So till then, guys, stay lean, mean, strength machine, take care, and I'll catch up with you guys sometime soon.